On March the 15th, 1917, Tsar Nicholas II, supreme ruler of all the Russias, an autocrat who believed above all in maintaining his proud dynasty, was forced to abdicate in the face of political and economic pressure that led in the end to total revolution. As power slipped away from his family, the Tsar himself said a final farewell to his vast army. The Tsar had taken personal command of his troops just a few months earlier to try to instill some enthusiasm for the bitter war they were fighting against Germany. It was a fateful mistake. Despite the loyalty of the senior ranks, most of whom came from the princely families who ruled Russia for so long, the suffering by the millions of ordinary soldiers in the war had been horrendous. 2 million had died in 1915 alone, and it's reckoned that by 1917, some 9 million troops were either killed, missing, or had died of cold and hunger. All popular demands for peace had gone unheeded by the Tsar and his officers. By now, though, the men had quite simply had enough. But it wasn't only the troops at the front who were suffering that year. The winter of 1917 was particularly cold, 35 degrees below zero in Petrograd. Starvation was gripping large areas of the country, and what little food there was prevented from reaching the people by bureaucratic incompetence. Discontent was growing into open revolt, which grew with astonishing speed. In Petrograd, crowds took to the streets demanding an end to the war. Troops sent in to deal with demonstrators refused to obey orders. Soon the whole population was in revolt. The provisional government were in no position to contain the situation. The Tsar and his family were sent to Siberia to protect them from the Bolsheviks, who were calling for the overthrow of Kerensky's government and the abolition of the police, the army, and the bureaucracy. A few weeks later, their leader, Vladimir Lenin, returned to Russia after 10 years in exile. The scene was set for the start of 70 years of communist rule.